because we have such an amazing opportunity. We are going to learn from the president of this entire company. And I will tell you this, I started in this company back in 1996 with zero experience. I have been up, I have been down, I have crashed and burned, I have triumphed. But one thing that has kept me in the game is this gentleman. Throughout everything, he has had a commitment to this company and a commitment to the field that is unsurpassed. I'll meet other people who are in network marketing companies. They never know the president of the company. They never have conversations with them. But here he is on a Saturday afternoon, just taking the time for our personal team to pour into you. So I would tell you, please, please, please get your pad, get your pen, be ready, because we are in for an amazing treat. Someone who has changed my life and the lives of so many people in 27 countries. It's an honor to turn it over to the president of ACN and co-founder, Mr.
Listening to that song brings back so many great memories. I remember coming out on stage for so many years and being able to greet people personally and just be able to share with everyone my feelings and my sentiments about ACN at that time. And I'm going to do the same thing to all of you right now. Before I start, Leanne, I just want to make sure that you're hearing me okay. My transmission is good because I'm seeing some things on the screen here.
Yes, I hear you perfect. Yes, I hear you perfect.
All right. Okay, good. Well, hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. I'm excited to be here today. This is a brand new year, brand new season for ACN. When Leanne asked me to be on today's call, I actually, I could not wait to get on this call, number one, because it's been a long time since I spoke to this group. But number two, I want you to know the reason why I get so excited about talking to this organization is because Leanne and Michael and Roman, their entire family has meant so much to Sherry and myself for so many years. They become friends and we've known them. We've seen little Roman grow up to be the young man that he is. I understand he's playing football now and he's getting A's and B's while playing football, which is a task in and of itself. But that's a testament to the leader that you have with Leanne. And as all of you know, Leanne is a 2022 ACN influencer. That means that she is part of an elite group of people that we have identified in 2022. It's actually a new category for us that, for 28 plus years, we've had Circle of Champions, but we knew that we were going into a brand new era for ACN. And so we just said out with the old, in with the new, and we designed this group. We have named this group the ACN Influencers because of what that term means. It means that they've had the ability to influence people in the past. They're currently doing it right now in the present. And we're confident that they're going to do it in the future throughout all of 2022 and beyond. And so I want you to know that you are a part of an organization that is led by a quality person. Quality, and that may be the lightest term that I could give her right now. And I don't even know if it's the best term, but I think all of you get an opportunity and an understanding of how I feel about Leanne and her ability to lead the charge and for her to do some great things to help you to get to be exactly where her and Michael have been for many, many years. Now, I have a specific task in mind today. And my task is to help you to move your needle. My task is to help you to advance your business. I don't want it to be status quo. I don't want 2022 just to be another year for you. I want it to be a monumental year. In fact, all of you already know this, that we've entitled this year the year of progress and the year of promotions. And there's specific reasons for that. And I'm going to get into those reasons later on. But this is going to be a great year for ACN. And I'm going to talk about a number of things that are coming into play for us as a company. But I'm here to tell you today that none of that matters unless you get in the game. None of it matters unless you have made a decision that this is going to be your greatest year and you're setting out to do something more or to something different, to a different magnitude, with a different tenacity than you ever have in your ACN careers. And so, listen, it's no secret that every single one of us have been dealing with all these COVID restrictions. I know up in the Northeast, it's like hell on earth right now. You got to walk around with masks. You can't go anywhere anymore. And different pockets of the U.S., different pockets in Canada. I know the same thing is going on in Montreal right now. But I do have to tell you that you can buy into one of two philosophies when it comes to dealing with adversity at a particular moment in time, dealing with the set of negative circumstances that you have to deal with. What is going to be your reaction to it? Either it's all going to be doom and gloom for you, and the whole world's going to hell in a handbasket, or you're going to look at what opportunities are there available to you. What can you do with the resources you have to help you to advance your business? You see, when COVID hit, I remember distinctly, our last event was in California in December, and that's when we announced a new comp plan for 2020. So I'll never forget that event. That was a tremendous event. And but that was the last time that we did a big event. That was the last time that we were in front of thousands upon thousands of people. And then COVID hit. Now, what do you do when you are one of the co-founders of a company that has literally built your business? Your entire business strategy was building from large event to large event. And now in not just one country, folks, not just one city, not just one town, not just one state. No. 27 countries shut down. So what do? Do you fold up your tent and say, okay, that was a good run. We did pretty well. Now it's time to pack it in. Could have done it. That would have been the easy way to transition out. It wasn't our fault, right? COVID hit. We're done. No. You know that you're not part of a company that has that type of mindset, because we've dealt with transitions before. We've dealt with circumstances that were monumental before. We've dealt with people and situations that seemed insurmountable at the time. But every time that we got hit with such of an event, we never said, woe is me. No. The only thing that we did was we asked the right question. And we says, what can we do to circumvent the situation that we're in? What can we do? How can we continue? How can we navigate and become better? What things do we need to implement to go over this wall that we are now faced with? Those are the questions that we ask ourselves, and your life as well will be determined based upon the quality of questions that you ask yourself right now. And so, look, we've been dealing with this stuff for the last 2 years, and either you're going to buy into this mindset, or maybe this thought that, man, I want to go back to the way ACN was. And let me tell you something. I don't know how often we're going to be able to have large events. I don't even know, if we're going to totally get off of the Zoom when everything loosens up and COVID's behind us. I have no idea what the future holds. Here's what I do know, is that we all better get great at the tools that we have with the circumstances that we're dealing with. Otherwise, we're going to be left in the dust. And here's one of the first things that I want to tell you on today's Zoom call. Are you ready? I got a bunch for you today, and I prepared heavy because I want this to make a difference for you. Here's the first thing. Don't let your present be controlled by your past. Don't let today be controlled by what was. Don't let today be controlled by the way things used to be. It's not the way that this is the ACN of today. And I got to tell you, it's bigger, it's better, it's faster, it's more vibrant. We can reach, look, I'm sitting in my home office right now in a sweatshirt. I didn't have to get on a flight. I didn't have to go to an airport. I didn't have to go into a hotel. And I'm talking to you as if I was right there with you, which is what I want to talk to you about right now. See, there's a difference between communicating on Zoom and connecting on Zoom. And if you don't know the difference on how to do it, I would encourage you to figure it out. I would encourage you to here's the mindset that I have when I'm on a Zoom broadcast. I don't even think that I'm on Zoom. I see this white dot in my camera right now. And instead of seeing the white dot, honestly, you know what I see? Thousands upon thousands of people just behind that white dot. And then in front of those thousands of people, I'm just telling you what I envision. I envision in my home office about a dozen people, 15 people, 20 people that I'm just having a conversation with. Because I just don't want to broadcast. I just don't want to project a presentation to thousands. I want to be able to connect with 12 or 15 people that are right in my home office. In fact, that's the way that I've done every presentation of my life on stage. Even though we were in front of tens of thousands of people, in my mind, I was talking with a dozen or 15, just trying to share some life experiences that'll help move them and help my experience benefit them in some way. And so don't let your present be controlled by your past, folks. Don't let it happen. See, the reason why a lot of people won't become what they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. It is time to move on. It is time to spread your wings. It's time to fly. It's time to soar. It's time to make a decision to start fresh. And if you're not starting fresh, to restart fresh. Some of you that are brand new on the line here today, it's time to really do something spectacular and to say to yourself, 2022 is going to be spectacular for me and my family. And if you've been around for ACN a little while and things haven't moved for you in the last year and a half because you bought into all the rhetoric of woe is me, I'm telling you, it's time to restart fresh. And those of you that have had things going on for the last 2 years, it's time to continue the momentum that you've had because you've figured it out. You've figured out how to not only communicate on Zoom, but to connect on Zoom. And your transition, the pivoting that you had to go through was not easy, as it wasn't easy for ACN, folks. Imagine 27 countries being shut down with one news broadcast, and you got to figure out what to do. Well, we figured it out. And I got to tell you, ACN is bigger and better and more effective today than we ever have been, because now we have combined things going on. And if your area doesn't allow you to have meetings, big deal. You can do this all day, every day. I'm telling you, this is a numbers game. And if you can do what I'm doing with you right now, with groups of people doing PBZs as often as you would like to do them from the comfort of your own home, I think it can work out quite spectacular for you. It's going to all be dependent upon the mindset that you attack the situation that you're in. And I'm here to tell you today that your diet isn't just what you eat. Your diet is who you surround yourself with. Your diet is what you read. Your diet is how you spend your time during the day. What are you watching? What are you listening to? What kind of things are renting space into your head? See, listen, look, when somebody tells me that there's some other thing going on with COVID, the only reason how I know it now is because my friends tell me about it. It's not because I'm sucked into all the rhetoric on the news today. Now, look, COVID is real, and you got to be cautious. And I'm not saying that it's not, because it is. People have died. And I understand the seriousness of it, but I'm telling you that my life, my personal life, other than my lack of travel for the last 2 years, my personal life has not been deterred. I've had COVID, came out of it good. Some of my family members had COVID, came out, thank God, everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. But that's not my point. My point is I just don't buy into the doom and gloom that's going. There's so much brightness out there. There's so much good out there. There's so many people that need help and want to do something great with their family. That hasn't changed. And they're looking for a company like ACN. And I'm telling you right now, unless your mind is right, unless you decide to start fresh, or to regain that fresh momentum, or just to modify that thinking that this is going to be the greatest year of your life, nothing spectacular is going to happen in 2022 for you. It's all going to start from there. Because I'm here to tell you that ACN of 2022 has never been greater. Never. This year, and now listen, I know Leanne's been around. Leanne, how long have you been around?
26
How long have you been
years.
around ACN now?
26 years.
20. Have you ever heard me say that this is going to be the greatest year ever?
Yeah.
How often?
Pretty much every year.
26 years. She's heard the same thing. Every single year, I said that this is going to be the greatest year ever. You know why I said that every single year?
It always is.
Is because somehow, some way, when I set that thought in motion, it does become the greatest year ever. See, in 2020, when it was the darkest, I'm telling you, by the end of 2020, it ended up being the greatest time for ACN because we figured out a more efficient way of doing business that we would have never explored this opportunity of communicating hadn't 2020 been what 2020 was. And we got better in 2021, and now we're excellent at 2022. I can't wait to see what's about to happen in 2022. That's why we entitled this year the Year of Progress and the Year of Promotions. In fact, all of you know the theme for the year. We said this year, the theme for 2022 is going to be Elevate, because we want you to elevate every area of your life. We want you to elevate your entire life, elevate your relationships, elevate your health, elevate your incomes, elevate your business, elevate your ability to lead, elevate your ability to parent. Don't you want to be better at every single area of your life? Yes, so do I. So we entitled 2022 Elevate. And every communication that I give is going to help you to elevate every area of your life. And we're going to start today. I'm going to talk about ACN right now. As all of you know, we have a great reputation in the marketplace. And because of that reputation, there are a lot of people that call us and ask us for advice. There's a lot of people that call us and ask us for direction based upon the success that we've had, based upon our longevity in business, based upon the fact that we've overcome many hurdles. And if they can learn from other people's experience, as all of you know, it's better to learn from other people's experience rather than your own. You can just move your life faster, move your businesses faster. So because of the relationships that we had and currently have in this space of direct selling, one of the other companies that we have had tremendous, I've known this, the CEO of this company for many, many years, Angela Lohr Chrysler. She was the CEO of Team National, and she came to us in the fall of 2021 and said, you know what? I don't believe that we can sustain our business anymore. We've been funding our business personally for the last year and a half. Is there any way that we can align with you? We love your culture. We love your environment. We love your vision. We love your leadership. And we explored that over that. We've been very busy through the holidays, and we looked at their culture. We took a look at their leaders. We looked at their structure, and we thought that it would be a great fit. And so they are now a part of the ACN family. I know that most of you have heard that, but the reason why I'm telling you that is this: many of you on this line here today, You're not regional directors. I know that. And you weren't on the last leadership call that we did. And so I just want to get you up to speed because Leanne, I just can't help it. With everything that's in me, I just believe that this is going to be the greatest year ever for ACN. I just believe it. See, because we brought them over and now they're part of the ACN family, we just did starting at 10 o'clock to 1:30, 3.5 hour Saturday, Super Saturday training for that entire organization. And I'm telling you, I bet there was maybe 2,500 people that were on the line today. And we did it for 3.5 hours strong. But not only did they benefit for being a part of ACN, can you imagine going from that company? They had one service that they were providing and they were in one country. And overnight, they have all that you have to enjoy, 27 countries strong, a great opportunity with ACN, the compensation plan and all the things that go along with it. Can you imagine? It was like Christmas morning all over again. So they're a part of ACN. And now, because we acquired them, we have access to some of the things that they had. So let me tell you what we're going to be implementing real soon. It's going to be called ACN Perks. And ACN Perks is a program that will offer people discounts on different things that we never thought about getting involved with. So just by being an ACN IBO, listen to this. Listen, just by being an ACN IBO, how would you like to get factory direct furniture? Pretty good benefit. How would you like to have a rebate program at major retailers? That'd be pretty good. How about discounted home and auto insurance? How about travel discounts? Now, I'm not just talking about like hotels.com. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about discounts off of hotels.com, better rates than hotel.com. How about those of you or somebody you know that has a student loan? Would they like to learn how to get some student loan relief? That's all going to be available as part of ACN Perks is what we're calling it. It's all going to be a part of the monthly fee that you pay to be a part of ACN. Is that an awesome way when we start implementing those things in 2022? Would that be a great way to share with people as to why they ought to become an ACN IBO? Would that be incredible for you? Not only that, listen to this. This is going to blow you away. They have a health sharing program that will cut people's healthcare costs 50 to 70% to be a part of a group, a community of people that will share each other's medical bills. It's an alternative to regular health insurance. It's designed to give people discounts on their health care. It's flexible enrollment. It's less regulated. Listen, it's ideal for independent workers, people that are in the gig economy, people that are IBOs. And not only are you going to have access to that as an ACN IBO, we're actually going to be able to market it as an additional service, which is going to give you an additional thing to be able to give people in the marketplace. Is that going to be awesome? So those are just two things that landed on our lap right here because of relationships and doing things the right way for as long as we've been doing it. And not only that, listen, not only have we become very efficient on these Zoom calls by not just communicating, but connecting, but we continue to provide events in areas that allow people to have physical events. And as all of you know, the next event's going to be in Dallas. It's going to be Emerge. The next Emerge event's going to be in Dallas. I'm sorry, I just remember the name. In January the 29th, but you know what? It's been sold out. There's not one more ticket available. We can't expand. It's been sold out. And because of that, we decided for the very first time to stream an Emerge event, and that registration has already gone live. We've seen it on this morning's broadcast. You can register for $10. Give me a break. $10 for an all-day event, Saturday event, the Emerge event in Dallas. You can be in the comfort of your home. And because we're in a sellout situation, you can participate and learn from some of the best people. In fact, you're going to be able to hear from the ex-CEO of Team National, who is now the Chief Development Officer for ACN, because we did hire her because she is so exuberant, she's so dynamic, and she's not only going to help all the Team National people, she's going to be able to help all of ACN in the very near future once all that is done and behind her. So you can register for that Emerge event to stream. You can go to ACN Compass, and all that information is available to you. On top of all that, we're going to have our very first Elevate International event. I think all of you know this by now. It's going to be in Oklahoma City, March 18th and 19th. Registration is not up for that yet, but my point in telling you about those things is not only have we pivoted excellently when we needed to go to Zoom, but we continue to provide in-person meetings whenever necessary, wherever necessary, and available for people to come to. And listen, another reason why ACN is going to have a great year in 2022. I know that you all are excited about the new compensation plan that's effective just in a couple of weeks, February the 1st. How many of you on the line here today are excited about the new plan? Can you imagine having that strategic spot of regional coordinator right in between ETL and regional director, and what that's going to mean? And to think about what we did with the plan. Listen, we invested more money into the plan. Yes, we did. Now we moved some things around, but we also invested more money into the plan to help all of you have the most spectacular year that you've ever had at ACN. So listen, how many more things do I need to list to realize that ACN has never been greater than it is today? Never. It's never been greater. And I told all of you, you got to make a decision to start or restart or to continue on with the momentum. You have to make those decisions. If you've not made that decision yet, that strategic decision in 2022, I think that you're about 15 days late. Come on, let's get after it. Let's make the decision that this is going to be your greatest year ever. But you can't just make a decision. It's easy to make the decision. It's easy to make the decision that you're going to work out. It's easy to make a decision that you're going to get in shape. It's easy to make a decision that you're going to go on a specific diet and shed some fat, or to shed some pounds, whatever the case may be. It's easy to make a decision that you're going to read every day. It's easy to make a decision that you want to do ACN. But Leanne said it the best. What matters the most is following through on the decision that you made. And so I want to end this time right now with this concept. What would I do if I were you at this moment in time? What would I do if I was an ACN IBO in January of 2022 with what I just heard out of the president of this company's mouth? Remember I said I look at this dot on my camera and there's tens of thousands, but at the same time, there's 12 to 15. I want to talk to you, not as if you're part of 12 to 15. Now it's going to be you and I talking, connecting. And I got a chair right here, right on the left side of my desk. I want you sitting in my chair, and I want to talk to you. Is that okay? Is that okay for everyone? I hope you're in an area. I hope that you're all in an area where you can just listen intently and digest what I'm about to tell you, because nothing else matters unless you're going to follow through with the decision that you make. Here we go. Here's the first thing. You got to lead one. And that one is yourself. First of all, you have to do it. You can't just rely on other people to do it. Now listen, I don't care if you're Leanne Gabriel and you're a senior vice president. She knows that she can't rely on everybody to do it. We've had this conversation and she understands it. And believe me, she is leading from the front. But each of you have to do the same, because Leanne is not going to send you a check from her SVP income. As nice as she is, it ain't going to happen. So you got to make a decision and follow through with the decision to lead yourself. Can you do that? You got to show up every day, not just when you feel like it, not just when you're excited, not just when a new announcement comes on, not just when we have a Zoom call on a Saturday, such as this one. No. Every single day, you got to hit it. Every day. And the second thing you got to do, first of all, you got to lead one. The second thing you got to do is you got to teach one. Lead one yourself, then teach somebody else. You got to recruit somebody. You got to develop a team. Now, listen, those of you that are ETLs and regional directors, God bless you. You have people on your team. Don't rely on them. Lead one and then go teach a new one. That's what I should have said. Instead of teach one, teach a new one. Teach a new one. Find somebody that needs and wants an ACN opportunity. There are thousands, there's millions of people that are out there today. So teach a new one. And then the last thing in this equation is to teach the new one to lead one. Teach the new one to lead themselves, and to follow that process along until you have built a large organization of customer getters. It's just, now look, I know that's simple, and I know that you all know that. It's nothing new or revolutionary that you're going to go, oh my God, Greg Provenzano said, I got to lead one. I got to teach a new one. I got to teach a new one. No. It's not revolutionary. My question is, are you doing it? Have you done it? Or are you letting your past dictate your present? What are you buying into? You buying the rhetoric of why things can't get done today? Or do you want to listen to somebody that's done it in spite of the odds and telling you that you can do it in spite of whatever difficulty you're dealing with right now? Whose story are you going to buy into? And the story that you buy into will determine the direction of your life. Yes, it will. So if you're brand new and this is the very first time that you're on a leadership Zoom call, congratulations. We welcome you. Your job is to go out and get customer qualified. Go out and get your 3 customers and your 7 points. You should be able to get that done this afternoon. It's not that big of a deal. Don't make it a big deal. Yes, you can get customers via Zoom. We have everything online. Leanne's been around for 26 years. We've never had the systems that we have today. Never. I remember having people to fax letters of authorization to switch a telephone customer, and we would, the mail would get lost. Sometimes our people would lose these LOAs, but we have none of those factors today. It's all at your fingertips on your computer. It's simple, not easy. It's simple. So if you're brand new, get customer qualified. If you're brand new, your first goal is to become an ETL. What do you got to do to be an ETL? Get 30 points in your team. 30 points. You can get them all yourself if you want. Listen, I don't know of any opportunity today where you can join a company for $199 and $25 a month, or a total of $224 at first, and have an opportunity to get over $700 in your first 30 days by going out and getting 30 customer points. Give me a break. How many people do you know that need to make extra money off of services and bills that people are spending money on and using every single day? That's our system. That's our opportunity. It's big. It's magnificent. It's a huge opportunity. Don't ever lose sight of the goodness of who we are and what we do. So I would, if I were you, if I was brand new, I would set my sights on taking advantage of that fast start bonus. And listen, if I was brand new, there was nothing that would stop Greg Provenzano from getting a $700 fast start bonus. Nothing. What did I say? Nothing. Right? You're right here talking to my chair. Nothing would stop me from getting $700 bonus. I'm sorry. I'm just going to get it done. That's a decision you got to make, and you got to follow through with that decision. Now, if you are an ETL, and I know we got a bunch of ETLs on the line here today, listen closely. Right now, you need to position yourself to get your promotion to the regional coordinator spot in advance of us coming out with it. You need to satisfy those requirements now so that February 1st, you get your promotion. Congratulations to you. All those additional cab bonuses will roll up to you for any production that comes out of your ETL lines, or right now you get cut out. Now is the time to do it in advance of the position even being available to you. See, the rest of the month of January should be spectacular for those of you that are going for that position. You should be running and gunning. You should be doing everything you can every hour of every single day until you get that done. And if you're already qualified for the regional coordinator spot, congratulations to you. I'm happy for you. You know what your next step is. You got to become an RD. Whatever you got to do to go from 200 points in 2 lines to 600 points in 600 points in 3 lines, you can get that done. You, in fact, can get that done. Now, here, I want to talk to all the RDs and RVPs right now. Are you ready? RDs and RVPs? I'm going to tell you something right now that's non-traditional, but I believe it will help you out. Are you ready? I want you to write this down. Don't focus on your next promotion. Now, that sounds kind of crazy, because I know if you're an RD, you want to become an RVP, and I know if you're an RVP, you want to be a gold RVP and a platinum RVP, and you want to become it. I understand all that. But here's what I want to tell you. Listen close. And then I'm going to tell you something else. If you're a regional director or a regional vice president, I don't want you to focus on your next promotion. The only thing that I want you to focus on is how many people in your organization can you help to become an ETL, to become a regional coordinator, and to become a regional director. That's the only thing that matters to those of you that are at that level. Because if you are just going after your promotion, you're going to put things in motion that are not going to be in your best interest. You're going to focus on customer points. And that's okay if that's all you want. Some of you I know on the line, I looked at your report, you got a bunch of customer points, but you don't have a lot going on in your organizations. I think that the switch, if there's a switch in your mind, it needs to be clicked on, where you need to focus on other people's promotions. And listen to this. You will have more points coming into your organization focusing on that than focusing on customer points. Your income will go up because you'll get increased customer acquisition bonuses. Your production will go up. Your promotions will go up, and you will fall right in line with the theme for 2022 of progress and promotions. Can all of you internalize that are RDs and RVPs? Can you digest that? Listen, and here's the other thing I was going to tell you. Listen to this. Those of you that are not RDs and RVPs, listen, take notes, okay? The sooner that you can adopt that mindset legitimately, not just talk, but legitimately, you can adopt that mindset of focusing on other people's promotions. The sooner you can do that in your ACN career, whether you are an RD or an RVP or not, you will become a RD and an RVP faster than if you thought the other way. You'll become a senior vice president faster than if you thought the other way. The sooner you can adopt that mindset that I just spoke of, the sooner you will get traction in developing leaders in your business, and you will be amazed at what you'll be able to accomplish within ACN. So those are the points for 2022. And I think that if you adopt that mindset, if you adopt the consciousness that you must think bigger than yourself, and you must set things in motion intentionally and follow through with what you set in motion, this will be, in fact, your greatest year ever. And I'm about to close with this. I told the regional directors and above that my wife Sherry and I last week, we went to go see a movie, and we haven't gone to the movies in 2 years, folks. In fact, I was shocked when we walked in. Nobody was there. In fact, the movie theater that we were in, I believe that there was maybe 6 other people in this whole theater. I have no idea how those people are staying in business. I tried to buy as much popcorn as I could to help out the cause, but you can only do so much. But we saw a great movie. And the reason why I'm going to tell you about this movie is because it was so captivating for me, so motivating for Sherry and I. It's just one of those movies where, your insides just start to, you ever get that nervousness inside that you try to squell some emotions? That's the way that I was throughout the movie. And this movie that I'm talking about, maybe some of you already saw it. It's called The American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story. And this movie was a movie about Kurt Warner, who played in the NFL, but he had a dream about playing in the NFL ever since he was a little boy. He thought about playing in the NFL. He went to bed with his football. He dreamt about playing in the NFL. He not only dreamt about being in the NFL, but he wanted to play at the elite level in the NFL. He wanted to be in the Super Bowl. He wanted to be an MVP. He had those big dreams, big goals, like where the elite of the elite of the elite of the elite ever get to in their life. Most people never even get to go see physically a Super Bowl, let alone play in a Super Bowl. Well, Kurt Warner came from just an average background, as most of us have. But he was eaten up with this dream that he had, just eaten up with it. And he befriended this lady that had 2 children, that, was in between jobs, and she was a single parent, and they started a relationship, and he ended up adopting these kids. And listen, it was just an amazing thing for me to witness. A guy who wanted something so bad, and despite the odds, despite his circumstances, sometimes I looked, and when you guys see the movie, you're going to be amazed at the price he was willing to pay, the sacrifice he was willing to make, the commitment that he had to his family along the way, that he wasn't going to let them fail. In spite of all the odds, he won. And just because I said he won, I promise you I didn't tell you I'm not ruining the movie for you, because if you look up Kurt Warner, you're going to know he was a elite NFL player. But you need to go see this movie. It'll do something to you, I promise you. And the thing that I loved about this movie is sometimes you can get so beat up with all the things that are going on in the world today. You just need a blanket of warm comfort, of a good story. And that's what it did for me. And I just want to tell you a few things. I want to tell you one thing, and then I want to ask you 2 questions. And this is how I ended the regional director call, and I want to do it for you too. The first thing I want to tell you is this: that you must have a big dream in order to accomplish anything that you want to do significant with your life. Because you can't stuff a big life into a small dream. It's impossible. You just can't do it. You can't stuff a big life into a small dream. So my first question is, how big are you dreaming today? I hope that this call got you dreaming again. I hope that this session that Leanne put on today, God bless her, got you dreaming again and got you inspired again, knowing that the timing is perfect for you to be aligned with this company called ACN. The second question I have for you is this, is how bad do you want it? Are you just telling people that you want it? Or do you really want it bad? Do you want to be successful at ACN bad? Do you want to change the course of your family trees bad? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to commit? Are you willing to do the things that most people are not willing to do? Listen, I know you've heard this stuff before. The question is, how bad do you want it? And the last thing is this. Do you like the direction that your decisions have been taking you? Or do you need to start making different decisions? Do you need to start making different choices of who you listen to, who you hang out with, different choices of how you spend your day, how you spend your time? Some of you wake up with so much anxiety, you can't stand it because your life is not the same as it was 2 years ago. I'm telling you, you need to wake up with a game plan. I never start my day before I finish it the day before. What does that mean? That means I've already written down the things the day before that I want to accomplish the next day. I never wake up saying, okay, what am I going to do? No. I have a game plan. Now, sometimes I don't get through the whole list, but at least I have something to attack every single day. And I attack the major things first when I'm fresh, when I'm new. I would encourage you to do those same things. And I can tell you, if you do those things that I just mentioned, that I really do believe that 2022 is going to be your greatest year as well. I know it's going to be ACN's greatest year. I can feel it. I can sense it. And when I get this feeling, and it's happened not every year, although I've said this is going to be the greatest year every, I know I've said it, but I'm telling you, this year is going to be spectacular. And we want to bring as many people along with the ride as we can. And that's why I wanted to do this call today on this January the 15th. I wanted to be here today to help you to set this year in motion with this message that I hope resonated with you in a big way. So Leanne, I'm going to give this call back to you. Thank you so much for the time that you've given me. I appreciate you guys so much. You mean so much to ACN. I want you to know that. We would not have our lives if you did not pay the prices you're paying right now. So we're grateful for you. God bless you, Leanne. I'll give you the call back.
Thank you so much. Can we all give a round of applause to Mr. Provenzano?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
My goodness, incredible. So we are done for the day. Before you go, here's what I want to tell you. This is our year, and we're going to elevate as an entire team. Make sure you're on our team huddle tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. If you need to schedule some help, you need someone to help you recruit, you need presentations done, contact your mentor, contact me. Look, I'm in the trenches. I'll do it. You know, I had somebody who I think the world of, who's been inactive for a little while, and ACN called me the other day and said, can you do a presentation? I'm like, heck yeah, I want to see you win. I am now marking 10 years as a senior vice president, and it's time for you to move up the ranks. So thank you to everybody. Congratulations again to all of the great trainers. I want to thank all of you for doing an amazing job. Donna Perkins, Alan Costner, Gary Walker, congratulations to our testimonials. Congratulations to our rising stars. And I think that message from Mr. Provenzano says it all. Claim this year, claim your joy, claim your victory, claim your success, claim your paycheck and your promotion. And I'm here to help you in any way I can. So thank you all. Have an outstanding day. Take care.
Ms. Gabriel.
Thank you.
Thank you.